Feeling it. Yeah. Welcome. Oh, yes. Stretch. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. You can always use a good stretch if you use your great big Y, arms up to the sky in that victorious position. And if you turn your palms up and down, that rotates your arm bone around in the shoulder socket, helping to clear those cobwebs out. Oh, feels good, doesn't it? Feels good, especially after 3 days of moving storage, sort, purge, relocate, consolidate, and just wow. Some of that stuff was decades, and yes, plural, decades ago. My first storage unit was in New York City, Brooklyn, and it had the boxes they sold you were really sturdy meat packing boxes, and I've still got some going strong and some taped together. Just really potent for shipping, frozen meat. And it's a lot of memories when you're sorting through, if you're doing spring cleaning. Or, is there a cat? Is there a cat? Come say hi to the people, Max. Yes. This is going to be a more relaxed series from now on. Revolving around the healthy, wealthy, wise life. This is the Saturday sessions and the weekly wise. So we're going to be focusing on the wise life formula for a healthy, wealthy, wise life, living well with less effort. And sometimes that involves some physical effort or some mental effort to get you to the point where it's programmed. I have my hair up on top of my head like this. So it's making my hoodie do strange things. There we go. How about if I do the whole episode like this? It's nice to smile, to share smiles with others. You're smiling now too, aren't you? Yeah. As I was saying, these are going to be more relaxed rambles about the healthy, wealthy, wise life, the wise life formula, and invitations to enjoy a healthy, wealthy, wise life. Yes. My first community on Skool, I know I just switched topics from the storage to my first community, but my first community was Gen Excellent. Gen Excellent. And I would love to reactivate that at some point. It's really a passion of mine and revolves all around the original program, Wise Choices, which sprang from me making so many poor choices in my life, which directly relates to the storage units and the putting things in boxes, expecting to get back to it in a few days or a few weeks, and then suddenly years start melting away. And then a decade's gone by, and then more, and it's because of not having any solid home base, from a tiny New York apartment I never should have released the lease on, for a relationship that wasn't destined to last, because it was in the after the death of my brother and right before 9/11. Thankfully we had moved from Jersey City, but poor choices and circumstance and learning to live, right? Adulting. And there's a lot that comes with that. So that's why some of you kids stay at home with mommy for decades, right? Into your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. Why bother with this adulting stuff when I can stay here in this cozy house and have food and electricity provided for me and play my games? So had a lot of more than a handful of different storage units. Like some are popping to my mind that I'd forgotten about in San Francisco. Another tiny place. I lived in my office when I first got to San Francisco because I left LA sooner than anticipated because it was just too hot for my old Ford van. And I lived on my Ford van on Dolores Park there in like 2005, yeah, for a little while, because Dolores Park had the bathrooms that opened at 9, right? It was, and then I got an office and I moved into the office and just, step by step by step, elevating, and got myself a job and had my massage business, and still did some online stuff. I had Windsor Web Services back in New York City. Lots of domains. Recently, ChatGPT called me old in referring to the fact that Open SRS and Two Cows Domains is like the Jurassic era. Yes, the 90s. That's so many. Anyhow, what does this have to do with a healthy, wealthy, wise life, Wendy? Well, I'm still here despite all of these more than 9 lives. I'm a cat with more than 9 lives, really, and a resilient rebel rising again and again and again and again from not just personal loss and grieving, but catastrophic, traumatizing events, culturally, nationally, and it's a wild ride. In order to persevere, right? Keep going, just keep swimming. It's really about your attitude, yeah? And yeah, some people might get an attitude just hearing that word, but it's about your core believing and being. Who are you being throughout whatever it is you're going through, right? Beyond identity is another word that might give some people some attitude, but your perspective, let's look at it that way. Your perspective, which is formed by your beliefs, the core of how you think about things, right? If you go through these things and think it's the end of the world, well, then chances are it's going to be the end of the world for you, and things are really, really going to crumble. If you go through these things and adapt, right, with an adventurous spirit, embracing the challenge. I remember leaving the house that first night of 9/11 because I had a job that I was supposed to start, which of course they didn't open. A lot of places in East Village did open, but this place I was supposed to start bartending didn't open, and I never had the job. But just the simple act of leaving the house changed. I didn't just throw clothes on, my standard, boots and whatever. I thought about what footwear to wear in case I had to run. I wore BDU, battle dress uniform. It's like camouflage pants, cargo pants with, side pockets so that I could carry a few extra essentials, like a little flashlight and a Leatherman in case, you didn't know what was going to happen. And I was never a Boy Scout because I'm not a boy, but not really a girl either. I wasn't a Girl Scout either. I was a bluebird. And I wanted to be in my dad and my brother did Indian guides. I got to go shoot BB guns with them once. Anyhow, a lot of tangents today because moving to storage and seeing these chapters of my life, lost dreams, lost lives, people I've lost loves, lost loves, and lost ways of being. There's a lot of stuff there that doesn't fit me anymore. It doesn't fit who I am physically or expansively, spiritually in my being, and a lot of stuff I'm going to be selling, giving away, and getting rid of in various ways. But when you clean out a closet or a garage or when you lose a family member, a friend or something, and maybe you're helping settle the estate, and it's a lot of memories. A lot of stuff can bubble up about how you've lived your life, the choices you've made. And many of my choices have not been healthy, wealthy, wise choices, they've been numbing activities, escaping the pains and distracting from the trauma and the loss and the grieving. And I've made it through somehow to just a couple years away from 60. Amazingly, I still can't believe I'm going to be turning 58 here in April, but it's sounds strange to say it. I don't feel that. Well, today I kind of feel that old because I'm a little physically exhausted from all of that heavy exertion. New types of movement do that, but it's a good kind of exhaustion. It's not that drained, depleted, ground down kind of exhaustion. I had that before I consciously shifted my outlook on life. And that's where the Wise Life formula came from, where the Wise Choices course came from. Before Wise Choices was put together, I think that was like the end of 2019, maybe. In 2018, it started with Get Going, right? Get ready, get going, keep growing. Yes, Max, it's very exciting. But that's it, get going. You gotta just get going. And that's how I got myself out of the funk. I left San Francisco at the end of 2015 and was really depressed in 2016. And the friend I thought I was moving in with ended up to be addicted to meth and morphine. And although he called himself a critical thinker, he was just critical, which is why the two previous tenants had ended up checking themselves into suicide watch. But I wasn't. I was stable enough by that point to have extracted myself from San Francisco and decided to change my life, right? So I would go on walks and I stopped drinking beer and vodka as a solve. I stopped smoking cigarettes. I was always an emotional smoker all my life. Maybe because my mother was such a big anti-smoker. Who knows why, but it was just a crutch. And now I don't even desire them ever anymore. It was a way of managing my emotions. And when I found other ways to manage my emotions, I didn't need those crutches anymore, right? You discover walking and breathing and nature and mindfulness activities like anchoring with colors. How many shades of green or yellow or red can I see? And all of these other ways through that you can grow through when those emotions bubble up and allow them to just drift away as quickly as they arise, instead of getting caught up in them, instead of creating stories about them, instead of, fanning the flames of the drama. That's what I would tell some of my friends in San Francisco. I'm like, don't indulge that person's drama. Their drama is all they have. So if you start fanning the flames, it's going to grow and it's going to get out of control. But if you just don't indulge the drama, it's going to die out, because it doesn't have the oxygen. You're not feeding it that oxygen, right? The same thing with your emotions. These are healthy, wealthy, wise ways of moving through the world. Health is wealth. We've heard that before, right? Wealth isn't just piles of money. In fact, piles of money can be detrimental to your health if not managed well, or if you don't feel good about it. There's a lot of different ways. So healthy, wealthy, wise is a way of being. Remember that reset I talk about, 3 keys to reset anywhere, anytime, good for anybody in almost any condition. Breathe, smile, and generate some joy. That's right. Displace the darkness. That's right. Feels good, doesn't it? Yes, Max. It feels good. Good energy, huh? You want to come up and say hi? Come say hi to the people. Let's shake my hair out. Yes, sunshine. Huh? That's right. That's right. Oh, yes. So much love. This is my joy boy. Breathing quite literally refreshes, renews, and revitalizes you, Groceries in, garbage out. That's what it's all about. Smiling releases feel-good hormones and endorphins that actually reset your physiological state. It puts you in a more positive state of being. And of course, generating joy using thanks, gratitude, appreciation, just filling yourself with that feeling of joy dispels any of the darkness, the depression that might be drifting in. And as long as you're vigilant and you don't allow your old patterns to keep repeating, you keep reinforcing the new patterns of being, well, the healthier, wealthier, wiser life you're going to be living. And that is the key to quality longevity, right? Resilient being, resilient rebels rising again and again from whatever life has thrown us. And you know, the longer you live, the more people you lose. The more people you lose, the more loves, family members, people you love, you lose, because that's just the nature of life. Cycles of birth and death. It's the journey, and it's a learning process, right? And there's plenty of information out there all over the place about how to, you know, I knew better in the 90s. I knew better than to do some of the behaviors that I was doing. And in the 2000s, I knew what to do. I could drift on my raft of rational lies, right? And make excuses, the silly human ways, and choosing perceived comfort, no matter how damaging or detrimental it might be. It feels better in the moment. And we will tend to gravitate to those things without the long-term vision, without the support of like-minded individuals around us. You know, a lot of times it's the people you surround you with that keep enabling your patterns, your destructive patterns, or your patterns that are holding you back, not allowing you to spread your wings and fly, to really rise as the resilient rebel that you are. So that's what my first community, Gen Excellent, was about. My journey when I got here in 2016, I was too depressed to be doing body work. I started driving a paratransit bus, and because that gave me paid training to get my Class B passenger license that I wanted to do, you know, backpacking trips, drive a van of people on backpacking, meditation, yoga, movement, retreat things. And I was helping people in a way that was physical and had me moving. If I'd gone and worked in a cubicle, I would have gotten more and more depressed. So I knew these things about me and what was better for me. And of course, helping those who are truly challenged is a wonderful way to lift you out of your funk, right? Oh, my life's not that bad. It could be that bad, right? Just volunteering is so good for getting you out of a depressive state. Helping others is great for uplifting yourself. And just, it's human nature to that energy of exchange. And that's what's so wonderful about these school communities, is the culture and that energy of exchange in these vibrant communities. This community is about people coming together, connecting, right, in positive ways. And Skool's mission is to help 1 billion people find community, not create a community, but find community, find the people that really light you up, that light that fire. And that in turn feeds into my mission, which is creating a better world together as happier, healthier humans. And that's choosing to be happier and healthier day by day, right? As we move through this thing called life, day by day, come what may, choosing the wise way. Yes, it's a wonderful day. If you make it that way, but you have to make it that way. You have to make the choices, the decision to delight in life instead of get down and frown about the things that are happening. Oh, it's so terrible. Oh my God, did you see the when? Oh no, and the blah, blah, blah. Or are you going to go, hey, let's go. It's an adventure. What are we going to do today? It's exciting, right? Max is like, yeah, it's exciting. Sometimes things are scary. Yeah, sometimes it's a little scary, but that's right. Bounce right back. It's exciting. It's exciting. Yeah. So the new community that has the Wise Life formula, which has evolved. It was 2018 when I started the Happier, Healthier Humans business, which will be evolving into a foundation to help other businesses better the world. That's in my 60s and 70s is on the roadmap, in the planning state. A little sunshine. Good stuff. So the Enjoy Wise Life community is for jaded Gen Xers and other feel old folks to come and enjoy and bring the joy, generate joy. We have daily juice for your journey, right? In the form of, I do posts around the actionforhappiness.org. It does an incredible calendar every month with just simple little reminders to raise your spirits and spread good in the world. Take action for happiness. And I make posts about that with 3 ideas that you can use to integrate this into your life. Wise is Wiseman Integrative. School ecosystem or social enterprises or wellness integration solution essentials was the first one with the Wise Choices program when that came out. So yeah, it's a wonderful little community of people that love these daily prompts. And we also do Monday, Wednesday, Friday goals check-ins of micro, mini, and mega goals, just to kind of keep you rolling through this thing called life with more joy. And that is really what people need these days, is connection and just a crew to roll through to a better you, instead of getting caught up in other people's drama and catastrophizing and negative outlooks and negative behaviors. You have somewhere safe to go to uplift and inspire and share about your journey of becoming a better you. Break through to a better you. And you can get there with the QR code, of course, or this little caption down here. Enjoy Wise with Wendy. I've got a simple 4-part framework. I've got all kinds of frameworks, but let's get rid of that. That doesn't fit there. Nope, this one. And those captions don't belong on this one either. Let's see where they are. That one. Oh. There we go. We're all set now. What a rambling episode it has been. It was tough for me to get here today. I'm tired, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally from that storage experience, and it's just the beginning. But it's I'll be doing it, 1 day a week moving forward instead of all those 3 days of heavy activity. So to grow with ease is a framework within the Wise Life formula. Explore, activate, scale, enjoy. That's right. These are the 3 pillar phases of the Wise Life formula. Attention, activation, adaptation, right? Those are the 3 that you roll through in this thing called life to keep you going, to keep growing. And you can learn more inside the Enjoy Wise Life community. Let me get that loaded for you. I'll just give you a little sneak peek inside here. There you go. This is my profile page. You can go to @Wise anytime and see the communities that I'm highlighting. I have a handfuls of communities for different focus, but you can always click that see more. This is the community growth hotline or support or mentoring, whatever you want to call it. Showcase is the focus right now. Put your school in the showcase, but Enjoy Wise Life has been coasting along there in the sidelines, and you can always, I usually have it linked here for this link, but you can always find it if you just search or ask me. Send me a DM, right? Just ask me. If you have a question, just ask me. Somebody was like, oh, that video answered a bunch of the questions I had. Well, the next time you have, I sent him a message saying, next time you have questions, just ask me. Shoot me a DM. Let's see what this says these days. Enjoy your life. Finally, feel alive again. Stop feeling, I'm going to change that. That's feel twice, too close together. Stop feeling drained, depleted. Start living a life you love. Restore your resilience. Rise and revitalize. This is like a cheering you on kind of thing. I might have to rewrite this altogether. We are resilient rebels enjoying fun, loving freedom. Healthy, wealthy, wise leaders. Get simple practices and support for your life and business. Grow with ease. See, here's the framework I was just talking about. Explore what's draining your energy or blocking your progress, or giving you physical, mental, or emotional pain. In other words, you seek the root, the source, instead of addressing the symptoms. You explore what's really going on here. What would I really like to be going on here instead? And then you activate simple, small shifts that change that. Change your state, right? And then you adapt and scale sustainable practices. Continually adapting is like course correcting. When you drive a car or a bicycle, you don't just hold it in place with the death grip, unless there's a reason for that. But usually there's this little wobble. The same is true when you're sitting or when you're standing. There's always this little micro course tiny adjustments, and that's what the adaptation phase is all about. And then, of course, appreciation. You appreciating you is yay every day. And joy generate that joy. So this is all about lifestyle, longevity, and legacy. Yes, it's time for me to refresh this About page. Thanks for helping me have a look at this. 30 plus years helping people tune in and connect playfully for a wise life, well-being, because life is too short to stay stuck or stagnant. We're here to break free with me. Yeah, come on in. And then book preview. I would love to finish that quickly here in the next couple of weeks. Let's see if I can do that. I don't know. We've got community threads with the daily actions for happiness and the goals, celebrating wins, ease challenges. People go through those. Place to ask questions, share gems, and of course about Skool, because we love Skool. In the classroom, let's look at it like a member here. So you don't see all my drafts. Yeah, you just do a little bit of engaging to get to level 3 and unlock that 5-day challenge. Level 3 is just 15 points of engagement. That's, people liking and commenting on your comments and having conversations. So you're actually interacting with the other members. And it's really simple to do. The folks here are super supportive. So when I welcome you, it's like boom, boom, boom. You pretty much instantly get 5. As long as you just come and interact with the people that are welcoming you. You can very quickly get up to 15. And there's some others here. You can unlock the whole old wise choices by upgrading or working your way up to level 5. This at level 2, which is only 5 points of interaction. You unlock the D3 Dream, a nice challenge framework to help you sort through those beliefs. You dream, decide, and do. A wonderful workbook for you there. Level 4, the book that is almost finished. I've finished draft 1. I'm on draft 2 right now, and I would love to get it published by my birthday, or the month of April. And then you can unlock all of the pain-free movement, back, neck, shoulder, knee, and mobility programs that used to be sold individually in the pain-free vitality. I'm a neuromuscular myofascial therapist, pain relief specialist, human movement specialist. I have a lot of credentials, but blah, blah, blah. Move your body, move it or lose it, basically. You got to keep it. Motion is the lotion. Keep moving if you want to keep moving, basically. So premium members get weekly calls, and I've got a poll out for free members, if they want a call, if anyone responds, we'll book one. Here you see the weekly Wise. On Sundays, I do Sunday school. First Fridays is just an open thread celebrating wins. And Wednesdays, third Wednesdays, is a reminder to walk. Wise Walk Wednesday. And Joe Dispenza has a wonderful Walk for the World audio moving meditation you can find on YouTube or on his website. That's a good one to listen to. Really powerful stuff. So this is what it's all about. Come on in and you'll have a wonderful welcome 60-second intro video. It's free. It's free. And upgrading is super simple. I'll show you the plans. $7 a month or $77 a month. And there's, of course, annual at only $55 or $555. So you save substantially. And all kinds of good stuff. More access working with me to integrate these healthy, wealthy, wise lifestyle. And that's what it's all about. So I hope you've enjoyed my meandering ramble here today. I would love for you to come join me in the schoolyards. If you have any questions about any of that, please let me know. And be sure to join me tomorrow to learn more about Skool, the Quiuckstart. And come back next week when I'll be doing another chill ramble with coffee and maybe in an outdoor setting. You never know. You never know. So, make it a great day. It's up to you to make it a great day the wise way. Remember those 3 keys to reset: anywhere, anytime, breathe, smile, and enjoy. Generate that joy. Bring the joy. That's right. And then come join us inside the Enjoy Wise Life community on Skool. You can do that at enjoywisewithwendy.com. You can book a call with me here at connect.wisewithwendy.com. You can also scan or screenshot to share that QR code. It'll get you there too. Have a wonderful weekend or whatever day of the week it is. See you soon.